Welcome to another Unity of Command Return episode with me, your host, Imperial Dane of the Propagandacast. We're off to the Dnieper, and as you might be noticing, this is actually quite a big one. I've got a lot of units, my opponent's got a lot of units, though not quite as many as me. I've also got air support, I've got bridges, in case something needs bridging. Hoorah! We're also noting here it's a rather wide front line being held here, in some cases not fully. We're also noting here, in fact, that our German friends have practically no reserves in several places. Basically a Panzer here, Panzergrenadier division, a few Jaegers maybe, but overall, I mean, not an awful lot. We've got some Panzergrenadier, we've got some Hungarian divisions, some Romanian divisions, we've got the Fallschirmjäger back here, and our veteran, a few Gebirgsjäger, Sicherungsdivisionen. I'm pretty sure there's some Luftwaffe hanging about as well, hoping to be ignored. Ja, the 5th Felddivision. There's quite a bit here. We also got the SS Panzer Divisions back on the field, and some Panzer Divisions here and there with Sturmgeschütz. So there's a bit to overcome here. I've also got a few new toys. More specifically, I've got the IS-2, the Joseph Stalin 2. And I got a bunch of veterans as well, so overall, I mean, numerous options here for breaking through and causing someone considerable harm. So then, also the weather's a bit of a bitch, but when isn't it? When isn't it? Also in terms of supplies, there are basically several points here. The railway is here, so it's essentially if we can actually cut someone off from supplies, that could actually be good. And certainly there's a larger chance of basically cutting these gentlemen off here from supplies than say here. Also got several strike forces lined up, so let's start with one side of the map and sort of, you know, work our way towards, you know, the other side. Not quite any success then breaking through with the Sicherungsdivision. Be nice if I could. Seems like a nice one to weak link. And that's not going to result in anything good. So let us continue pushing through. Actually, let's see if we can't. No, never mind. Never mind. That could have gone better, I suppose. That could have gone better. And again, the weather proving to be a bit of a problematic element in decent fight. But there we go. Succeeding in conducting at least a minor breach of the enemy front lines. Panzer Division there shattered by Soviet might, comrades. Soviet might. And not so much else really. Let's see what happens if I pull that one up there. Let's call in some support here, which worked out absolutely awfully. Hoorah! Well, hey, that worked surprisingly better. And already there, one division shattered, falling upon the Hungarians like a terrible tempest from the steppes. Still rather not waste anything on that though. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Still making some progress here and there. Some progress. I will need to set up some German faces up here most likely. There we go. Ah! Still, breach the German front line a bit here. That should most likely be cause for a bit of fascist panic. Already here, shattered up several divisions, broke a few Panzer divisions as well, and left these Hungarians not really happy. And I don't know Hungarian action, so now I can't do anything silly about that. Rather not going to be happening much here. I'm likely going to just allow them to throw away forces there because, well, basically anything I can do there to harm them is going to end up with me being myself harmed harder. And more likely they'll draw out of their positions, meaning they won't be dug in anyways. I don't really need to push through there either. Falling upon the Jaegers. The Jaegers division's overall less strong on the defense, so that's overall to my advantage. There we go. Infantry striking hard for the Rodina. Tank division here leading the way. Well, I was trying to see if we couldn't do something about that. Panzer Division. Ow. Apparently it could do more to me. Unfortunately. But let's secure the bridge anyways, so they can't block it right away. That's always a pain in the buttocks. So there we go. Another breach here already made, and again German reserves already beginning to appear a bit short-handed. But of course over here we're going to get one of the bigger pushes as well. The Fallschirmjäger. The infantry elite. Unless of course we get blasted with lots and lots of artillery, in which case we're probably not so elite as we'd like to be. There we go. Overrun. There we go. Breached as well. Ooh, managed to breach that one too. Can't really do much with that. Slightly wondering if we should make a push there for the Fallschirmjäger. Ooh, that went well, but now the tanks are blocked off. Making a push for the Panzerdivisionen. Destroying them in the name of Mother Russia. And then that's about it. The SS Panzers are going to be a bit trickier. That's going to cost a bit. But there we go. Another Panzer division destroyed. And another breach in the Soviet fascist lines, I mean. Doing best here to cut off the supply lines as well. No point in letting them have it remotely easy. No point. Again, a shortening in the fascist reserves. Well, that definitely was rather painful, but that again was due to the weather, which really isn't helping for a breakthrough in this sector, to be honest. But there we go. A small opening. A small opening. Bit of damage there done. And again, forcing a new breach open violently. Ruthlessly. And so on, so on. Although right here they will have several divisions to sort of bring up to pluck things up, so that's going to be less effective, but still there's going to be a bit of a gap. And also the rain will actually make it harder for them to sort of reinforce here, so for once the weather's actually going to be working to my advantage. So there we go. Several breaches in the fascist front lines have been secured for the motherland. Now, let's see how long this turn is going to take for the AI to make. And let's see what they actually do. There we go. Panzer is being pulled over to that bridge. Panzer Division is pulling back, trying to sort of hold up my advances. Ah, crap, that's Hector Elite Division. That's the Corps Deutschland with Tigers attached. That's going to be painful. That's definitely also going to require the Soviet Air Force being called in the hopes of stopping that one up. Otherwise, I don't think I'm going to have much of a chance. But there we go, Panzer's being brought up to stop that tank corps. Trying to bottle things up here and there, but again, as you might be noticing, as all of this is happening several places, they're simply dragging the units up from dug-in positions, meaning they're going to be much, much easier for me to handle. All of a sudden. Also leaving up numerous gaps, and there we go, one Panzer Division leading an attack. Doing alright, but still at the same time also leaving itself a bit exhausted. Which will make it vulnerable to a counter-attack. 16th Panzer is over here doing alright, though with Pioneer support they should be doing alright. Tank here attacked. Hungarians rushing ahead. Not sure what's possessed them. Jaegers rushing down, infantry, and we're really seeing here that's really where one of the bigger builds-ups actually is at the moment, and they've also seemed to sort of set up a line here, apparently to sort of try and keep the supplies flowing. Maybe. Maybe not. Weather is actually receding, so that's actually going to make it easier for me to attack, but already here we are noticing one thing, and that is the road is open. Well, actually I just closed it. Trying to clear out that Sicherungsdivision. Ooh. Nice job there, IS-2 tank unit. Nice job. Also, I need to get that bag actually so I can roll up some supplies that way. Which of course also means I need to take all of that rather quickly. Tank division, Panzer division that needs to go away. Though it rather seems intent for some bizarre reason not to. How rude. How very, very rude. Indeed. Go. Doing my best here. Yeah, that's good. That should keep that unsupplied as well. I don't really have anything more to throw at it at the moment. A bit unfortunate. Then we got the situation over here, which is looking less than dashing. I might want to pull back just for a brief moment. Sort of reorganize everything. Still, that opens up things here. In the meanwhile, right, Großdeutschland, you asked for this? Well, not really, but you know, you got in my way. Unless you must pay for your crimes against the Soviet state. Or something along those lines. Well, that was less than impressive. There we go, though. Großdeutschland sent packing. Need to keep the flank secure, though. Looking a bit weak here. Forcing a few new breaches here and there. And throwing the Germans a bit off guard, I hope. I could easily be wrong. Yeah, that's not going to be doing much. Let's reinforce. And push forwards. Quickly shadowing 2 German infantry divisions. They certainly will not be making any future efforts for the war effort. That veteran Panzer division with the pioneers is definitely going to be a pain in the arse. Go, another unit gone. Slowly approaching Nikolaev right here. The fascist front lines are rapidly collapsing as blows fall down upon their poor fascist heads, and so on and on. Though this is turning into a right mess by the looks of things. Still, elsewhere things are going well, The fascists do not stand a chance. Let's end the turn and see how the Germans react to this set of new developments. Ah, that one got resupplied anyways, and there we go. They're actually pulling away units from the Nikolaev front towards the sort of trying to stabilize elsewhere. Quickly, the Führer has commanded. We'll dispatch some panzer divisions from Nikolaev to hold up the massive Russian hordes approaching from there. But I don't really think they can do much. One of them's already kinda depleted. What, do you dare speak against the Führer? That is treason. Cavalry right there might be in a bit of trouble. Few attacks here and there, mostly sporadic. A few rifle divisions here lost and such, but nothing huge. Oh, attacking across the river, good lord. That really wasn't the brightest of ideas, was it, Heinrich? And constantly enforcing that one lone Luftwaffe Felddivision. Pouring in more Luftwaffe troops. Going to quickly rush across there. Need to quickly sort out that bugger so I don't have to worry about anything there, but seemingly luck does not favour me. Oh, there we go. SS Panzers kaputt. That's not going to have much luck now, is it? And there we go, supplies brought forwards. Hoorah! Shattering across the fascist divisions. Still wish I could get rid of just that one little bastard over there. Might be able to do so. Yes! Just what I wanted. Now the entire western half has already been cleared out, and I'm slowly inching towards Nikolaev as well. rather for that as well. There we go. The Nikolaev front line has once more been breached. By heroic Soviet soldiers. Things are rather progressing speedily now, to say the least. Might have some surprise lumps by the looks of things. That yes, they cut them off there. The blasphemous little pricks. But there we go. A swift advance. Mostly all across the front, really. I might even be able to take Nikolaev by the next turn. Might being the operating word here. Might. But if we can shan apart, or well, the remaining parts here, unless they're going to sort of shield up Nikolaev. Well, let's see, let us see. Let us end the turn. Once more, comrades. There we go, pulling it around Nikolaev as much as they can. Not really having a frightful great deal of success with that. Panzer Division up there starting to run out. They're sort of not been pulled back yet. Rather wondering where everybody is. Yeah, could I get you high command? We seem to be a bit alone up here. It's actually a bit scary. Wow, couldn't even breach that. That's not exactly good. That is not exactly good. Shattering a few Romanian divisions here and there. Take that, you bastards. Oh well, they left the city in ruins, but at least them less supplied. Oh wait, they got a supply route directly there, so that means... well, I suppose I did keep them a bit more out of supply. And ending the turn once more. a lot less sort of handled by now. The Romanians hanging on to Odessa, which I believe was sort of part of what the sort of territories they wanted to capture, right next to Romania. Didn't hold on to it very well, though, I believe. Still, progress is progress. About damn time I breached it. There we go. Another place taken. And soon Odessa shall as well. Practically nothing left of the Germans at the moment. Utterly suppressed and without supplies. Oh. Apparently still supplied. Trying to cut off the supply lines, but at this stage it's rather pointless. The only thing they're going to do is end up deeper behind Soviet lines. And trust me, I don't want to be caught up there. That's basically just mopping up the last bit here. There we go, Odessa taken, and another decisive Soviet victory. Hoorah! A larger fascist army overcome, lots of divisions, panzers, SS panzers, Tiger tanks, Nashorns, Sturmgeschütz, you name it. But with numerical superiority, I overcame. For the glory of the Soviet Union. Some nice movements though. Nikolaev certainly proved to be the sort of breaking point. Had I probably taken that, I could probably got a decisive victory. But sadly, those Luftwaffe gentlemen turned out to be a bit tougher than initially imagined. What a shame. But hopefully you enjoyed this. And if you like the game, you know, head over to unityofcommand.net or Steam and get the game. This is the Red Turn DLC. There's also Black Turn DLC, for which there are also videos. So, you know, head over to my channel and watch the rest of those. And of course, feel free to subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't already. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.